I am all about reading more in 2020. You know, when I was younger, I can remember on my bedside table having stacks of books and just kind of dipping in to the different ones based on what I was inspired to read or what I was feeling. You know, with the kids, I have to say my reading kind of slacked off and I would never really get through a book. It took me forever. But this year I have a new commitment to reading and not watching as much Netflix. Yes, that's right. I'm one of those who binge watch. So here's some of the things, the books that I have on my bedside table. Now, I am not going to put so much pressure on myself that I'm going to say I have to get through this book specifically or this book. But what I do is the same things that I did years ago. I kind of read a few pages one night. I maybe read 10 more in this one this day. I might read one in the morning. I kind of flip-flop between all of my books because none are really a novel. They're more self-reflection, self-help, prayer books. So this is what I have on my bedside table currently. So this is, it's so funny, this is a Bible, Holy Bible, and this was given to me by my very good friend Davia and for Christmas. And the year was 2000. So this is one of the books that I always have on the side of my bed. This is by Dr. James Roos. I learned about him at Robin Sharma's big event, and it's Mind, Body, Life Mastery, which this is one, you can see I already have a tab. I'm kind of dipping in and out of this one. This is one that I have for myself. I have an app on my phone. Many of you probably know about Jesus Calling. I have a version for the kids. This one was also gifted to me by one of my really good friends, and I love that it has a morning devotion and an evening devotion, and just a really simple, easy way for me to connect with prayer through God and kind of do that self-reflection, which I think is so important for all of us. So I just love this for everybody. My children are going through some transitional periods right now. My daughter is 12, there's hormones, she's in 7th grade. We are experiencing different things. She's not a little girl anymore. And so just to kind of help navigate that space, I felt like when I was, when she was a baby, I was in parenting classes and mommy and me classes, and as the kids get older, you kind of feel like as a parent, you're sort of off on your own. And I enrolled in a parenting class, and I'm not kidding you, it has been a gift to my life. I go every Wednesday. It is for a full year. Now my husband is coming with me in the evenings, and they recommend so many wonderful books. So I try to order them and again, have them on the side of the bed so I could read. This one is called Raising Happiness, 10 Simple Steps for More Joyful Kids and Happier Parents. And I think just the most simple thing of all, happiness, right? And how to have that in your life is probably more important, than anything else. And children learn what they live, parenting to inspire values, just 2 of the ones that I have. The Power of a Praying Wife. I've had this book forever, and I go back and back. Over the years, I've always dipped in and out of this book. It's just a great book to have on hand in your library. This is a new one that I am reading. I have notes and everything in it. My husband read both of Michael Singer's books, Untethered Soul and The Surrender Experiment, and it's really changed his life in a lot of ways. As being more present and in the moment and surrendering to the river of life is what he says, and it's really great life lessons. So I'm really enjoying this book, The Surrender Experiment. And my husband shared this book with me years ago when we first started dating, and this is another one that you may have heard of. It's called The Alchemist by Paulo Coel. And I just recently reread it. The first time I read it, I highlighted it, I took notes. It was just, I had never read anything like it before. I bought a version for my daughter now, and we're reading it together. So this is one that, you can read over and over again. So that is what I'm reading now, and I would actually really love to hear from you and hear what you're reading about. I'm always looking for new ideas.